I cancelled my bachelorette party after my Mo invited her bully friends, then she gave me an ultimatum, her or my real friends. I asked my friend Daria, 43F, to be my maid of honor. Big mistake. Huge. She offered to plan my bachelorette party, a 3-day weekend trip. Sounds great, right? Wrong. For 4 months, the only thing that was decided was a villa she had supposedly chosen. No activities, no budget, no real plan. This is where the clown car pulls up and the whole circus gets out. Act 1, the uninvited guests first. Daria creates the group chat. And who's in it? My friends, and 2 of her besties, Karen and Victoria, also in their late 40s. She didn't ask me, she just informed me that her friends would be there to help. So now we have 2 cliques, Team Bride, my friends, all in their 30s, and Team Mo, her crew, all in their 40s. What could possibly go wrong? For 2 months, the group chat was a war zone I wasn't even in. My friend Eritrea is a straight shooter and asked practical questions about the non-existent plan. Team Mo immediately decided she was a disrespectful peasant challenging Queen Daria's authority. Act 2, the absolute train wreck of events. The drama unfolded in a series of increasingly unhinged arguments. The Great Villa Catastrophe. Daria was super vague about the plans. So, Eritrea, trying to be helpful, finds a stunning luxury villa owned by her close friend that we could get for next to nothing. After a massive argument about the public price, which we wouldn't be paying, Daria dramatically cancels her original, mysterious booking and tells Eritrea to book the luxury one. Here's the kicker, Eritrea was swamped at work and couldn't reply for a few days. More importantly, after seeing how vicious the chat was, she told me she couldn't possibly ask her friend to rent their gorgeous home to a pack of wild animals she didn't know. She was terrified Daria's friends would wreck the place. So, Eritrea backs out. The result? Team Mo blames Eritrea for everything, and we are left with no villa. Giftgate 2025. This is my favorite part. My friends suggest getting me a beautiful, high-quality silk lingerie set for about €150. It's my favorite color, blue, and my friends love the idea. Karen, one of Daria's cronies, immediately finds a €22 polyester nightmare on some knockoff website and suggests that instead. Then Daria herself chimes in, insisting the gift must be white because it's for a wedding, not a birthday. My friend pointed out it's a gift from my friends for my bachelorette party, not a religious sacrament. This resulted in Karen going nuclear and writing a whole novel in the chat about what a snob Eritrea is. The final showdown, another friend of mine, who had been silent because she couldn't make the trip, finally had enough. She stepped in to defend Eritrea from the constant attacks. Victoria, the other Mo crony, immediately pounced on her, accusing her of showing up just to start drama. Act 3, the ultimatum. At this point, I am getting hives just thinking about being locked in a house with these women for 72 hours. This isn't a party, it's a psychological horror film. So, I did what any sane person would do, I pulled the plug. I cancelled the whole weekend trip. My fiancé and I went to Daria's house to confront her and gently explain that to save my own sanity, I was thinking of doing 2 separate, peaceful dinners, one with her and her friends, and one with her and my friends. You guys. She had a full-blown meltdown. She told me that was not right to her friends and that if I dared to split the party, she would not come to either event. So let me get this straight. She invites her friends to my party, lets them bully my friends, her planning single-handedly ruins the entire weekend, and now she is giving me an ultimatum? Because I don't want my bachelorette party to be a cage match? I feel like I'm losing my mind. So, tell me, am I the villain for canceling this party from hell, or has my Mo officially lost the plot? What would you do? Update 1. Wow. Just wow. I honestly didn't expect my post to get so much attention, but thank you all for the responses, the support, and the very reasonable questions. My phone has been buzzing nonstop. You guys asked for some clarity, so here's the tea you've been waiting for. A lot of you are asking the million-dollar question, why in the world did you choose Daria to be your Mo? And that's fair. Based on my last post, she sounds like a nightmare. But the Daria who planned this horror show is not the Daria I have known for years. When my fiancé and I asked her to be our Mo, we knew her as an incredibly kind and noble person. She and her husband have a wonderful family, and we genuinely saw them as an example of what we want for our own future. In my country, there's also a tradition of picking an experienced married couple who can guide you through life, and they seemed perfect for that role. The person who unleashed her friends on mine is someone I don't even recognize. Now, about her 2 friends, Karen and Victoria. They weren't complete unknowns. We have met them before, but they are definitely more in the acquaintance category. This brings me to the other big question, why did you let her invite them? Honestly? I should have had the backbone to tell her no from the start. That's on me. But Daria has 3 kids and a demanding job, and when she said she was inviting them to help her, I took a step back. I love her, she is my friend, after all, and I wanted her to get all the help she could. These acquaintances had never been rude or obnoxious to me or my fiancée before, so I thought, what's the harm? Famous last words, I know. So, what's next? The comments have been a huge reality check. My fiancé and I are a team in this, and we are done with the drama. We are meeting with Daria and her husband tomorrow. The goal is to have one last calm, adult conversation and see if her ultimatum is final. If she really thinks it's okay for her friends to treat my friends that way, and if she is really going to ditch my bachelorette party, and potentially my wedding, unless she gets her way, then we have our answer. And if her ultimatum stands, we will be changing our MO. It's heartbreaking, but my wedding is supposed to be a happy time, not a hostage negotiation. I will let you all know what happens after the meeting. Wish me luck. Update 2. The moment you have been waiting for has arrived. Grab your popcorn, because the final showdown with the Mozilla, Daria, was even more of a train wreck than I could have imagined. Your comments gave me the courage to stop trying to be nice and start being real. My fiancé and I marched into that meeting not to negotiate, but to lay down the law. The era of compromise was over. The final confrontation, aka the takedown, we sat down with Daria and her husband, who already looked like he was witnessing a historical disaster. We skipped the pleasantries. I looked her in the eye and said, we have made a decision. We are going to have one bachelorette party. It will be with my friends, as it should be. Your friends are not invited. You could have heard a pin drop. The look on her face was a mixture of shock and pure rage. It was glorious. She completely lost it. She accused us of doing this deliberately to publicly humiliate her. She screeched that her friends did nothing wrong and that my friend Eritrea was the one who needed to grovel for an apology. The gaslighting was so intense, I am surprised the fire alarms didn't go off. Then came the line that sealed her fate. With tears in her eyes, crocodile tears, obviously, she wailed, so you are choosing them over me? After everything I have done? My fiancé, my hero, didn't even flinch. He calmly said, yes. We are. This is her wedding and her party. The fact that you think you have the right to dictate the guest list is the entire problem. Check. Mate. Backed into a corner with her nonsense, she played her final, pathetic card. Well, if my friends aren't welcome, then I'm not coming. And if I'm not coming, then I guess I can't be your maid of honor. We just looked at her and said, we agree. That's for the best. We stood up, turned around, and walked out of that house without looking back. The door closed on her sputtering, and it was the best sound I have heard in months. Life after the reign of terror. So, the MO has officially been fired. The position is now gloriously vacant and we are going to elect Eritrea as the new MO. I feel like I have been released from a hostage situation. My real friends are ecstatic. We are now planning the bachelorette party I actually wanted, a relaxing spa day followed by a fabulous dinner. It will be 100% free of drama, polyester, and unhinged acquaintances. Thank you all for being the best backup a girl could ask for. You helped me realize I wasn't just planning a wedding, I was cleaning house. And let me tell you, the trash has officially been taken out.